Hopefully I haven't ran past any secrets. It is looking like we're going to need to rest to finish this zone, isn't it? What? Has to be something here. There has to be. That's a good spell. Immunity to sickened and weak.
Yes?
Ready, Watcher.
Kinda stuck over here.
Yes?
Why does he only have one now? Or is the... I think the AI is using it, which is fine.
Spot on!
What the hell is what's his name doing up there? For God's sake.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Oh, apparently I've already used that. Used it on a
Oh?
Remember, he was on 1 HP.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's really useful, Night Owl, the autopilot stuff. I pretty much only am using this on trash mobs. This whole area was just trash mobs. The lion fight, maybe not, but... Now you're absolutely fine, bro. You're absolutely fine. And I think that's that. Huh, I feel like I've left a secret here. Alright, I have no idea where to go. Oh, no, I remember now. It's like Baldur's Gate, you have to go different exits. What? How do I get here? Wait, where am I meant to be going? Temple of Wodika. I have no idea what that is. Cliffs. Endless paths. Find a... Okay, we need to go to Cade Nua. Okay. But I came from the west. Where did I come from up here? Or maybe we came from the north. Ah! There we go. Did I rest? Maybe not. Look at this. Oh, it is just a bridge. Welcome to Defiance Bay. Well, watch yourself in our city, understand? Justicia!
Welcome.
What can I do for you? Oh, Wiki, tell me about Defiance Bay. I don't have time right now. Rowan is stirring up trouble again. Okay, I'm looking for the Temple of Wodika. Not sure why you'd want to go there. It's in First Fires if you really want to see it. You seem to be on edge. What's the problem? Thousands of them. We've got refugees coming in. Under some misguided notion that things are actually better here. That the legacy somehow passed us over. So they show up with no prospects and little money and just end up making a worse mess of things. Ah. No offense. Nothing taken. Okay. In we go. Copper Lane. Look how big this city's gonna be. 5 separate sections.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whiteone's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Interesting. Interesting. I do wish you could scroll up and
Defiance
read.
Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets.
So it is like I said earlier, there are going to be acts and stuff. And now this game pops off. So let me guess. I just completed the tutorial. Guys, we beat Act 1. So... oh, beautiful. Look at that. I have a question before we start. Is there stuff I should have done before Act 1 that I need to go and... Do you get what I mean? Like... or is it not that kind of, like, time progressing act game? Like, are areas out of, you know, not able to go to there or something? I don't know. I don't want to mess up. I think we're good, right? Hopefully. Hello, cat. Look, we're greeted with a cat. This place isn't bad. And drugs.
It used to be a lot less of a mess.
Hail and well met.
Oh, it's Rowan. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy is no better here. It's the Animancers. Magrins scorch them, and they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words, though. Us dozens are going to put a stop to it. Tell me about the dozens. We're an organization, we're an org of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. Huh. So this place is the opposite of Gilded Vale, where they seem to be... The higher-ups seem to be okay with animancy and magic and stuff like that. Whereas Gilded Vale, the higher-ups hated it and destroyed anyone who had any involvement in it, I think. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Well, you said the game would send me there. Could I go do Redrick's Hold before we start this? Before we finish Act 1? I am kind of down to do Redrick's Hold now that we have a full party. We'll see. We'll see. Let's carry on for now. Oh no, we're definitely going to do Redrick's Hold. 100% going to do it. Just like a militia that doesn't, except for the training and discipline and the code of honor. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better. You have my interest in hearing more. Stop by Admir's Den sometime, the expedition hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there. Nice. What are you doing out here? Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's the study and the manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adrian, at least, had the sense to outlaw it. Adherence, which is the only good thing you can, which is the only good thing you can say about him. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwitham times, which is why you'll see animancers tinkering with old Ingwithian artifacts. Half-truths, all, but he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. Trouble is, the animancers got no idea what half those artifacts usually do, not that they'll admit it. Our emphatic friend is correct about one thing at least. Okay, it's cool that we're getting what the group thinks. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay, the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of the Deerwood colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot of reading, guys. These days, we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Ondra's Gift, Brackenbury, and Heritage Hill. Okay, tell me about Copper Lane. I'm just gonna skim it. It's a market district. You can join treks into the wild. And there's a hall of revealed mysteries with the biggest library in Deerwood. Eerie indeed. It might be less so if more kith stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit, Misal, and see just what mysteries are revealed. Tell me about Brackenbury. A noise of disgust rattles in his throat. The nobility that didn't sail back to Adair stayed there. Most of the family there traces their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got Hadrit House, where the lady and her spies operate, and the sanitarium, the cesspit of animancy. Tell me about the First Fires. That's where the revolution started. Politicians and panderers. You'll find the Duke's Palace, Embassy, Crucible Keep. Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just... okay. There's an old Temple of Woedica there, though. We keep it real nice for her, he winks. Right. Okay. So, our main story is in Brackenbury. Andra's Gift. Sailors, common folk, and thugs, but it's fun. If you know where to look. Oh. Look for a place called the Salty Mast. And tell me about Heritage Hill. It used to be one of the more prestigious districts in the city. These days, a lot are Animancy patrons. Something happened over there a couple months ago. The authorities sealed it off, and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, Animancy's to blame. Ooh. I like the sound of all of these areas. Farewell. Cool. And the music's great here. Okay, so we'll explore each segment. Okay. The Goose and the Fox. They heard me talk about their in music and they upgraded it. Good.
Gods keep you.
Here for a drink. It's a lively place. Okay, guys. Massive city. I'm going to just, you know, try and get lore, but we'll skim. What happened next? Who are Kith? Is that just people? Is that the word for people here? No, because he says people there. Oh, it is. Civilized. Okay, this guy's called Bishop and he's a scholar of Berith. How'd you go from religion to taverns? It started with Hollowborn and with this. My sister's son. The beginning of Wadewind's legacy was one of the first. You lost your faith? Damn, he got home and all his family just left him after he became a drunk. Oh my god, we can buy a yellow Labrador. Oh, I have these. Am I alright? Guys, it's getting late. I derp. When it gets late, I derp. Ooh. Mechanics and ranged accuracy. Hell yeah. Oh god. She draws up beside you, her fox following at her heels, and takes a seat next to you.
Even if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again.
Sounds like you've been gone from home for a long time.
5 years for me. Must be 30-something for Ichimak.
What an adventure.
It certainly started out that way. It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him.
She's married and has
Like
children?
2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it.
Why do you have to find him?
Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Ilitsak. Once in a generation, we seek the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Ilitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a girl, not long after Persak died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero. Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
What happened to her? I don't think she ever returned. It happened that way sometimes. People often forget what isn't in front of them. I think of that frequently.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me. But sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me. If they think of me often.
Of course they bloody do. You know what? Fair enough. It's their tradition. Fair enough. Of course they do. They must. I'd like to believe it, and yet sometimes days go by and I realize that they have not crossed my thoughts. Such days are rare, but they happen. It shames me to think of it, but more than that, it scares me.
Still, there's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persak will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
In fragments? Really? What's that like? It's frustrating. I only wish I knew more. I don't envy you. Guess I'm lucky I only have to worry about someone else's past life.
Makes me wonder what Persak remembers about our village. Or if a turn at the wheel has yanked the details out of his mind like it does for most of us.
What would you tell him about your village?
Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
Recently there have been a lot of good years. My aunts say we've had fewer clashes with neighbouring villages thanks to the hunting territories that Persok helped establish. In bad years, we rely on trade with the merchants that pass our shores. We exchange walrus tusks and seal pelts for grains that last in the hard winters. Persok brokered a lot of those agreements too. He holds up the bear figurine. He got this from one of the Amora ships that used to trade with us. Sounds like Persok did a lot for your village.
That's what I'm supposed to remind him.
Sounds like you're on a hunt of your own, though. You feeling the thrill of the chase or ready for this to be over? I enjoyed the adventure. Every day brings something new. Refreshing. Might as well keep moving while we've still got some daylight. Okay, we'll do all this later, because right now, there's probably a ton more talking we're going to do. We're in a massive city.
Certainly.
So let's go. Kenra. We'll talk to them in a second. Okay. This is not a good time. What are you doing here? Just trying to calm down and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? There's something I need to give my fiancé, Ernest. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Tell me about these new friends. Come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool, I know what it means. Ernest makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they came to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, not under my roof. What? Veth changes you, I guess. Ernest, I knew, wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd... he hit her. Intellect 10. I thought Sveth just made people lay around, not doing much. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. He throws a ring onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I'll know what will happen. I lose my temper and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. I'll take this ring to him. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. Yeah, I ain't gonna hurt him, but ladies and gentlemen, we just got a free ring from this foolish woman. I'm going to go sell it. She's lucky I'm a decent bloke.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
The size of that chest?
Sharp eyes and...
I have to.
It's done.
Bartender's ring. Ooh. Plus 20% damage against spirit. Plus 20% damage against vessel. Plus 5 will. Oh my god. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me in the ass. Just robbed the whole place. Did they really think I wasn't going to look in that massive mighty chest? Now who should I give that to? Probably her, right? You reckon the spirit damage and vessel damage stack? I would love to know if that stacks with her 25, her weapon's 25% damage against spirit. Surely that stacks, right? And with this. Oh, that's accuracy. Okay. Oh, no. Bartender's ring, yeah. Hopefully it stacks. Wait, if you open her character sheet, you see if they're suppressed? How? What's the way of seeing it being suppressed? Will it be grey and not blue? No, that doesn't make sense. It literally says suppressed next to the text. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Why is her hide armor suppressed? Why is it suppressed? Go mouse over it. Yeah, this is really important. No, it's not saying anything. That didn't work. Oh, we need to change our colours anyway. Brown's so boring. Pink because girl. That's fine. It's still really good armor. I wonder if it's just glitched, because when we look at the armor, it says damage reduction +2. But then we go here, and it's like it's duplicated it. So it's fine. We still get the damage reduction. I think it's just a bug. No suppression. Nope. Nope. Just there. No, mousing over suppressed just says a giant, what's it called? It's just a bug. It's clearly duplicated the fine hide armor's effects. This might fix it. Okay, guys, I know that looks bad, but... There we go. That fixed it. Cinema. Alright. And you all thought I was just getting her naked. Who's this guy?
Greetings.
Ah. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink? Who are all of you? Name's Two-Tone Weaksel. Lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we're open to enjoy a little peace and quiet for the next few weeks anyway. I'm Dreadshot Dyden. This is Herdy and Ilfa. We were part of separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. Beasts, barbarians, bioax. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one too. And here's to many more prosperous journeys. Is there something else you want? Well, I was hoping you'd give me a quest or something, mate.
Hey.
I'm sure he's important later on.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to
Ah, the classic visual. It's a bug, can be fixed by undressing the female. Okay. Guys, it's not what it looks like. That would have been really bad if it didn't work. Bro, this game has so much lore. Amazing.
I'll see what I can find.
You know there's someone watching that has read every book in this game. And that's absolutely fine.
Laying low.
I think that's everything.
Keeping an eye out.
It's done.
Ah, the classic lockpick a chest to find lockpick's chest. The classic. Alright, well, that was a eventful place. Yosh! Main keep has been finished. Should I make the Barbican? I think I do. I think that's what's been asked. I'm just gonna go off. I'm just gonna go down like that. This place is huge. Peregrine Took. Remember me? We met by Madmere Bridge. He slaps you playfully on the shoulder. Thanks for helping me back out there. Ah, yes. Show me your wares. Milady! Well, we haven't met trap stuff, so unfortunately, we are all good. Maybe selling to her will give me more money because she's like nice. Keep a shield. Keep a light armor. You never know when we need that. An Elder Lion Fang. Is there any reason for me to keep this? I don't think so. Alright.
Gods keep you.
What's so special about Sonold? Expedition Hall. Sells the best equipment in the city. So why would I buy off you? 10 grand? The Lady's Hand. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Okay.
Greetings.
Dragon meat? Or is this casually selling dragon meat?
Good day, stranger.
Oh my god, that is insane. What the hell? That gives you a summon. Cool. Alright. Look at this place.
Silence surrounds me.
What building's this? Expedition Hall. That sounds like my kind of building. Witcher?
The dozens may not like us foreigners much, but they certainly don't mind taking our coin.
Weenan. Look at this little setup. Cool. God, the attention to detail to the interiors. What's going on? Wait, how can you have all this, and you're not even voice acting, mate? Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Pine's giant slayers run thing around here, and you'll be fine. Never heard of them. You have now. Stick around to Fine's Bay and you will again. Plenty of bandits to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Enough jabber-buying. You're going to do the job or talk about it. He's right. That coin ain't going to collect itself. See you around, pup. Yeah, well, you smell of poop. God, I showed him who's boss. Alright.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Tell me about the dozens. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditioners in the Deerwood. Okay? Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwin. A lot of folks don't know how Waidwin wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. 7 plus 5 is... 7 plus 5, you carry the 3, add the 2, half it, then double that. 12! And that's a dozen. They walked out of Halgut Citadel and faced down a gorge. I don't know what I was saying. Always reminds me of Skyrim. Held him there until the bomb went off. Damn! That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. Okay. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwin, it's his damned legacy. Soul butchers in Brackenbury, making things worse. I see where this game's going. It's going to be like join the dozens or join this or join that. Alright. There's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. What else do you need? You got any toilet roll?
Yes?
Alright.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up! If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off!
I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
He told me to talk to you. Although, I do have something I need done. Something that requires competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just go and ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics.
We've heard about that.
Cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. I'll see what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind a fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's gift, right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage.
Cool.
If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
That is such interesting lore. If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Pelhelm Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Tell me about the expedition hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sounds great. So why can't I get a quest? Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds looking for ruins. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. Well, I mean, we got a quest, but I want to do that. I'm looking for
Go
work.
see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
He sent me to you. I have expeditions, but they're not just for anyone. We doesn't help those like mind indeed. Okay, we need to up our rep. Okay. The classic. The classic.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Said there'd be less of them.
Well, he doesn't like them. Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up. Wait, with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anyways, killing a living one. Guess you gotta name it. What do you have against the dozens? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks. They like to take things into their own hands and get ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. Picked the names so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrin too, and they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'll be too impressed with that lot. Sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name. People hide behind symbols so that they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Is he? Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay, we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have as many members if they called themselves the Loudmouth Sheep. You know what? Why did they call themselves the Dozens? It was 12 Deerwood and stood outside Halgok Citadel waiting for Waidman to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did.
Yes?
Interesting. Why does it... now I'm questioning. Is it just me that thought the dozen sounded alright? Is that wrong of me? Maybe I misunderstood. They seem like they're people who want to help. You know, the common folk. Oh, an egg. Yeah, it could be good or bad depending on the perspective. You're right, you're right, you're right. Which is interesting because the people they hate, the Animancers, I'm going to assume are the exact same. I'm going to assume there are good ones and bad ones. Time will tell. Are Animancers basically this world's necromancers? Addict, 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 addict. Oh, lovely. Ah, from Sveth. Dark liquid stained the fabric. Okay, so Sveth is the stuff that makes your mouth black.
Greetings.
Well, now a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Pernisk, and this is my humble abode and place of business, and I do hope you're in here to do some business. Seems like a lot of guards for one man. You must be popular. You're all right. Very perceptive. This business attracts some less pleasant types. Sometimes the clientele get a little pushy, and every so often someone even turns out to be snooping into things they shouldn't, and lessons have to be taught. I feel like this is the perfect voice for this guy. I'm sure you're too smart to get wrapped up in all of that, of course. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the svef. You're free to make use of the premises so long as you don't do anything stupid and you don't get to tangling with the other customers. Now, what can I get you? What is svef? You serious? You wearing a wire, mate? No, I'm joking. Svef's worth every pound, my friend. It's incredible. Lets you see your own soul. And you're looking at Defiance Bay's first and foremost svef merchant. Let me have a look at your stock. Just svef. Jesse. Okay.
Hail, traveler.
Kenra asked me to give you this. Nice. What's this for? You don't recognize the wedding ring you gave her? Oh yeah, I see now. She's making a statement, is she? Good riddance to her then. Sorry I ever spent the coin to begin with. Now is that all? Seems a difficult thing to forget, giving your grandmother's ring to someone. Maybe she's just not worth remembering. While you're playing lapdog for her and all, why don't you go back and tell her to keep clear of here? She seemed to care for you. Why are you doing this? Plenty of stars in the sky. Oh, I haven't heard that one. I'm going to use that one. Instead of plenty of fish in the sea, plenty of stars in the sky. You know, not that I would ever find myself in a scenario where I would be, you know, in a scenario like this, guys. You know. Tell her to go sit up in the salty mast if she's feeling lonely. Jeez! I'm assuming that's a brothel. Me and her are done. How dare you hit your own fiancé? How can you live with yourself? He was asking for it. Sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging around in affairs that don't concern you. Me, I've got business to get back to. Doors that way. You know, something's not right here and I don't plan on leaving until I find out what's going. Man, I'm being a Karen. And I love it. And you won't believe in it all, friend. I was tired of wearing this face anyhow. God, to me, wearing this face? What the hell? Yeah. Okay. Are all the crackheads gonna fight? So this is Walter White versus me, huh? Well, we need to be in turn-based mode. So we're gonna do that talk again. I think I'll leave the rest of the team here and go with Edda. And then pull back, methinks. Maybe? Maybe like this. No, but I don't want anyone to be stuck. Something like that. And we'll do it next time.